After receiving aid from Queen Helene, Eliwood rushes to the sealed shrine. The secret road they follow is known only to the royal family. They pass burned soldiers unnoticed and unhindered. They approach the castle. Chapter 27, Cog of Destiny. I've been waiting, and now, at last, the time to bring you down is here. The Fangs let none escape. Lord Lloyd, the enemy draws near. So they're finally here. Our opponents are strong. If anyone here is afraid to die, leave now. For the Reed brothers... For the Reed brothers' Fang must not fear dying. We are all with you. Lord Lloyd, do us the honor of leading us till the end. I shall, in the name of the Fang. We will stop them though it costs our very lives. Go! I can see it. That's the Shrine of Seals. This is strange. We've made it so far without seeing a single soul. I am afraid that's no longer the case. What? They're out for blood. Who could they be? You're Lord Eliwood of House Fairey, correct? And if I am? We are the Fang, and we serve the White Wolf, Lloyd. You will atone for your sins with blood. What? It's the Black Fang. They're all Fangs. They're alive. Wait. What? What is it? They're battle lust. It's not normal. Get too close and they'll tear you apart. Why? Why do we have to fight? If we talk to them, they'll see. We are no longer Fangs. No. We served Nergal. We were never Fangs. To them, we were never companions. Never. No. No, that's not true. That man mentioned Lloyd. Lloyd must be here. I need to talk to him. Lloyd will understand. I won't give up so easily. Alright, and welcome to chapter 27, where we are finally facing the opposite brother of the Four Fangs. So remember we fought his brother Linus in chapter, I don't remember the number. I think chapter 24 or something like that. I'm probably getting that wrong, but in the chapter where there's two versions and you can either fight Lloyd or fight Linus, in this particular instance we are fighting Lloyd because we got the Linus version of that chapter. So he comes as a level 18 sword master with S rank swords here is on the first thing, with a light brand and an iron rune, which is a device that negates enemy critical attacks. That's a pretty neat defensive item, although if you're not really concerned with crits, I guess it's not particularly useful. But yeah, I mean look at this guy. It is I wonder if this works on him right now. Probably does, right? Which makes it crits less reliable strategy, or not a usable strategy at all, I should say, against Lloyd as the boss here. His stats are, as you'd expect from these late game bosses, pretty darn phenomenal. I mean, 52 HP, 20 strength, 21 speed. He's gonna be doubling a good number of our units here, and really good defenses. With a light brand too, for the 1-2 range, he's gonna be tough to deal with for sure. Especially since he's hitting on the res side, which means there's a number of our units that are low res that are going to have kind of a hard time against this guy. So yeah, we'll have to see when we get there what we might be able to do against him. Other than that, everyone else here, just kind of go through all the enemies here. This guy's got a stealable blue gem. At this point, I don't even know if it's really worth going for it. Potentially not. And the key thing there is that if I don't really want to go for these extra stealables at this point, I might just not deploy Legault, and that actually gives us an extra deployment slot. So that's something to consider. Some more stuff here. We've got some pretty decently strong enemies here. A mine, a poison lance guy. There's a guy with a killing edge. Want to be careful about you down over here. Quite a bit of enemies on this map. Oh, a guiding ring too. Okay. Once again, it's another item that I just don't really need at this point. So it's basically just equivalent to 5,000 gold. The gold could be useful. Light rune's not useful. There's a lot of enemies on this map. Holy. Alright. It's a pretty large map too, so there's definitely going to be a lot to consider. Oh, there's also ballistas. That is also something that I need to be careful of. There's 2 ballistas here. Delphi Shield's gonna come in real clutch here, especially if we want to send a flyer all the way out over here to get this village. There's also shop. See what we have here. Door keys that I don't need. Heal, Elfire, all the magic. And in the armory, we have access to silver weapons now. All right, so we actually might want those sellables to get the money here to buy, you know, a good number of these weapons. The silver weapons are definitely going to be very, very useful. We do have plenty of money though, so it's not that big of a concern. Money is not that big of a concern at this point. So yeah, taking a look at the map, we're back outdoors. On a pretty large map, all things considered, with a ton of enemies, and there's a lot of terrain on this map especially. There's rivers with bridges you have to cross, lots of mountains. We're facing some pretty strong groups of enemies here, like pretty darn strong and organized. Like, you've got a paladin surrounded by nomad troopers with longbows even. There's a bunch of calves up here that are going to come down and start getting to your army pretty quickly. There's a group of pretty annoying myrmidons here. Like, this guy's a killing edge. 13 speed is admittedly manageable at this point in time. 17 attack is very manageable at this point in time. So at this point, I think the killing edge honestly might not even... The crits from the killing edge might not even matter for our higher defense units, like Fiora, for instance. Actually, I think Fiora with the Delphi Shield would be a pretty darn good unit to just send this way and start dealing with all of these Myrmidons. And the archers even. Although, once again, we do need to worry about potential ballista hits. Luckily with the Delphi Shield, we don't take effective damage from that anymore, which is a huge help. Yeah, these guys all have swords, so lance users are going to be particularly nice to send this way. Over here, we're probably going to want our magic users, right? Because of all these knights and the general up here. Yeah, lots of scary promoted units now at this point in the game. We've got like a berserker here. This guy you're gonna want to be careful of, because I don't know if it's the berserker class. I think the berserker class gets like an innate crit rate boost, which is pretty scary, especially on a unit like a berserker, because those guys tend to hit pretty darn hard, right? 14 strength, only a hand axe though, so he's not too crazy, but yeah. They've got a lot of weapon triangle reversal weapons too, so we're gonna want to watch out for those. Yeah, all around, definitely a lot of stuff to watch out for. I mean, this is definitely a formidable force that we're facing here. So, I am going to go ahead and, like always, go through my preps, and then once I'm done with that, I'll see you after. Alright, welcome back. I have finished my preparations. Took a good while to think about this. With 15 deployment slots once again, we are back up to our higher cap of deployment slots here, so a lot more room to work with this time, especially since Nino is no longer force deploy. So that helps out a lot and gives us a lot more room to work with. Going through my party, I've decided to bring all of these units here. Yes, that includes Heath, and in terms of the units that I haven't been bringing so far, I have decided to add Harkin onto the party finally, after getting him a couple chapters ago. Finally getting to put Harkin to some use here. I've equipped him with all of this stuff. He gets to keep the Brave Sword because there's no one else that I really particularly need the Brave Sword on. So he can just have it along with a bunch of other weapons here. A hand axe, as always, for that nifty 1-2 range. Killing Edge for potential crits. An Iron Blade just as, I think, the base level. If I don't want to waste any hits on a weaker enemy, the Iron Blade will do. And then a long sword, because there are some Cavaliers that I think he might be able to help against with this on this map. Other than that, I've also brought Marcus here. Marcus is mainly here just to provide backup and support. He's not really one of our main combat units at this point, although he can most certainly still be used as a main combat unit. It's just his defenses are a little low and his HP is also a little low. But definitely still usable, but not the crazy tank that he used to be, and certainly not the crazy tank that Lowen has become. Other than that, everything is mostly the same here. I've decided to, once again, well, of course, drop Nino. And out of the other characters that we've been using more often in the rest of the game, Lucius isn't here, mainly just because I feel like I want to use some. I feel like I want to use some of the other pre-promoted units that we got later into the game. He is using the. I mean, yeah. I just had to pick kind of between which magic units that I wanted to use, and I like Pent. I want to keep Canas, not because, like, stat-wise, I think I prefer Lucius, honestly, because of his higher magic and higher speed, and honestly comparable res. But the one thing that Canas gets that Lucius doesn't is access to Luna, which is potentially going to be very, very, very useful here, especially in combination with Canas's really high res. Keep in mind that the boss we're looking at over here on this chapter, Lloyd, uses a light brand, which means he's hitting on the res side. So at 29 here, he'll only be doing 9 damage to Canas. So even if with Luna we're getting doubled, Canas will still be able to tank that pretty well. Even better, actually, if we give him a pure water, I guess, or we can just use barrier, which I have on Pent here just in case it might be helpful, specifically against the light brand, which I am assuming right now hits on the res side. That is not a detail I've confirmed, but if that's not the case, then we'll find out. Yeah. Other than that, Fiora will still hold on to the Delphi Shield. It's going to be particularly useful on this map, remember, because of those ballistas. Florina, unfortunately, well, there's only one Delphi Shield, so Florina will have to kind of work around all of that. Yeah, Priscilla over here, we've got Physic Men and Recover. I really don't think we'll need to use Recover that much here. So I've given her extra offensive Thunder Tome here so that she can contribute some damage this time around. Ninian got Thor's Ire. Legalt is here to steal things if we can. I also gave Canas Nosferatu, just in any case, fill up his inventory, and in any case that we might want it, then we have that as an option. Heath over here didn't get a lot of use last chapter. So he's honestly following just a tad bit behind. His stats aren't like the worst apart from his res, and I think the most annoying thing is his speed. But as a high movement Wyvern Lord, I suspect he'll still find some sort of use as at the bare minimum as a rescue and movement option. Hector over here, same deal as always. And Lynn, we are actually going to, that's actually a good segue into some of the items that I want to use. We did get an angelic robe last chapter. And I was going through all of my units to see who would want it, and honestly, like, magic users, maybe. A lot of our combat units at this point don't really need it. I thought about using it on Marcus, honestly, because of his low HP and because of his, you know, he's gotten pretty bad levels all around. But I don't know, I just feel like Lynn, at this point, would like it a little bit more, especially with her low survivability. Having that extra HP will definitely help her put in a little bit more work. And, you know, she's been struggling quite a bit, so I think she's a good candidate for it at this point. Honestly, probably even earlier than this, but at this point, yes. So we're going to go ahead and use that Angelic Robe on her to boost up her HP. And actually, after that, I do want to go grab our own Light Brand. Or I did... No, I already have the Light Brand. Yeah, we have our own Light Brand is on Lynn here to give her another 1-2 range option. I've also given her the longbow. Now that she is promoted, she has access to bows, which is definitely helpful at the very least, right? In extending her attack range and giving her a 2-range option. Right now, out of all the bows that I have, I think the longbow is the most useful, just because it provides something a lot more unique in that 2-3 range, which is definitely going to be interesting and definitely be helpful, because at 3 range, there's absolutely nothing that can counter you. So very useful weapon there. Actually, I am going to go ahead and grab her that steel sword again, if we can. That is kind of your base default close range weapon there. And with that, that's really all I have to say. There's one more thing, I guess, is the speed wings here. I'm actually gonna hold on to these for a second because I'm not quite certain who I want to give it to just yet. I have a few candidates in mind, mainly Eliwood, Hawkeye, and Heath. These are all units that could benefit from that extra speed. And I'm just, you know, I'm not quite sure who wants it because both Heath and Eliwood have a fair bit of room to grow. So there is a chance that, you know, later down the line, their speed growth, when they hit their speed goals a little bit more, and then, you know, maybe we don't need the speed wings on them. Hawkeye would be a fantastic user of the speed wing overall, but he does have the option of the Brave Axe to kind of mitigate that issue of his, of having a bit lower speed. So because he has that means of mitigating it, and he to a certain extent has that ability to mitigate it as well with the Brave Lance. So, but he also has, you know, the chances to get levels. So yeah, I'm not entirely certain who I want to use the speed wing on just yet. So I'm gonna have to wait and see for just a little bit longer, I think, especially maybe till after Eliwood gets his promotion, and then to see if he gets any more speed levels after that, because Eliwood's kind of in a tough spot here. With 12 speed is really not going to cut it, and his promotion isn't going to help that by that much either. So honestly, Eliwood wouldn't actually be a bad user of the Brave Sword now that I think about it, but we'll have to worry about that later because he's just not promoted yet, so we won't really be using him for combat in this chapter. Other than that, there are a bunch of things that I want to sell. We've got a lot of inventory management to do. Not the Hellfire, thank you. The red gem here. Fell Contract. I do not plan on using this. I do not plan on promoting Legault here. I'm just going to keep him as a thief because I think that's his best utility for me at the moment. And I'm not in dire need of an assassin, that's for sure. So yeah, Fell Contract it is. I'm just going to sell this. We get a ton of gold in return, and that can be put to real good use. So goodbye, Fell Contract. Extra iron sword here gets sold as well. I think, who else you had some stuff to sell. Just some extra items that I don't particularly need at this point, that are weapons that are low usage, and whatnot. Not super low usage, but I just kind of need to empty my inventory a little bit. So yeah, well, that leaves us at 90,000 gold, which gives us a lot of room to work with on the shop that is on this chapter. So cool. With that, I think that about covers everything that we want to do. So with that, we will go ahead and save all of these changes here and get this chapter started. Alright, so, a couple things here. First of all, finally we get Merlinus back again, so that's gonna be really nice. To do any inventory management should we need it. We didn't have access to that last chapter, but now we do. I don't anticipate super needing it, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay, so my first thing was Fiora and Florina can come around here and just start dealing with these sword guys over here. We're not in ballista range yet in this area, so not particularly threatening, although we will probably want to get the rest of our units kind of out of this area so that these guys will just attack the flyers later. So Florina, we're gonna move you over here, and honestly, what I actually want to do is move Fiora. We don't need to be on the. We probably don't need to be on the forest here. Steel sword is enough. Cool. That'll do. Actually, I think I calc this. The silver lance is enough to one-shot as well. Although, if the steel sword is enough, I don't really think we need to do that. Although I'm running a little low on steel sword uses. Could be fine, though. I could try and minimize this damage, though. Because I need to be careful about getting damage up here. Because there are quite a bit of enemies, and the ballista, even with the Delphi shield, is going to do a fair bit of damage. But I think we'll probably be okay. If we need to heal, we always have Physic, of course. You know, I also probably don't mind using the silver weapons here, though. Because we do get the chance to buy silver weapons this map. So, that's actually something worth considering. Silver weapons are very, very good. So, we get a chance to actually use them. I don't mind actually using them. Especially if we can one-shot just like this. So, is that at the extent of our range? We can go a little bit further, can't we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These guys 5 move only. Yeah, they're pretty slow moving. And this guy's a Lance Reaver too. Okay. Fiora, we'll just bring you over here. I don't think we need to worry about the forest here, so just go ahead and one-shot here. And then Florina can kind of do a similar thing. Yeah, see, Florina doesn't even need... She has so much strength that she doesn't even need a silver lance to be able to one-shot here. That's just how strong she has ended up. One-shotting with an iron lance. Alright, cool. That should about cover it here. We just need to move Merlinus out of the way. Not a big deal. Up here, we're going to send... I specifically equipped Hawkeye with a halberd, and Harkin has the longsword here, so we can... That'll probably help to deal with... I'm sure we could kill these guys with other weapons as well, so we don't need to use the effectiveness weaponry, but I have it, so I might as well use it, right? So we're gonna go ahead, let's just make sure if that's out of range. I know you have a javelin. Not a big deal. We're gonna send Harkin up here along with Hawkeye. I'm pretty sure that's not within range because of the forests here, yeah. Oh, but it is in range. Not in range. Not in range of the nomads either. Yeah, okay, so Harkin we can safely bring over here. I will equip that Iron Blade for now, and then Hawkeye will be on his way this direction as well. Now, remember, I am trying to get Lyn and Hector a bit more experience, especially Lyn, although she's not that far behind. Unfortunately, we have these guys to deal with, which is going to be a little bit annoying, but we can deal with them without too much issue, I think. 16 attack, 21 attack, 25 attack. Holy, okay. Yeah, those guys are going to do quite a bit of damage to Lyn. We also need to get Legalt over there quickly. Because I don't know if these guys are going to advance, but if we can stop that, that would be nice. We could also potentially do some rescue shenanigans. Or we can let Hector go and kill the more dangerous enemies. I think I have a better idea. Oh, right. She can longbow here, but that's not going to do enough damage. Yeah. What I want to test here then... Oh, you know, if she was here... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Same situation. Okay, what we're going to do here... I don't want to move Ninian too far up, because I want to avoid getting in these guys' range. That bridge tile looks safe, so we'll move Lyn over here. Ninian can move up here to give a dance here. Truth be told, actually the defense... Well, no, we need the extra turn refresh here instead of the boost. So I think this is fine. We're going to go ahead and move Lyn over here to handle... Let me see where Lowen can move. He can move all the way up there, but Hector cannot. Lightbrand here for 15-15. Cool. So I think this is hitting on res side, right? 27. I guess it's not hitting on res side. If it does 15, right? Maybe it is hitting on red side. Hold on. I am a little confused about how the Lightbrand works here. $15? It looks like it's hitting on defense side. Hold on, is there any info about how the Lightbrand works? Suffused with light magic. Don't know. She has 27 attack, so if she's doing 15, we're getting nullified by what? 10? 12? Which is more in line with his defense stat, so it does look like it's using defense. I am a little confused about how... Oh! Oh, I see. Okay. Is this just like a sort of like a consistent level of damage? Like it does 15? I don't know how the Lightbrand works. Evidently, it does... The damage calculation is a little bit different at range than it is up close. But that is not a big deal. Because this kills anyways. And we are trying to avoid getting counter hit here, so the 1-2 range from that is helpful. After that, I could do some rescue shenanigans to pull her back onto the bridge and leave Hector and Marcus to clean up. Alternatively, I could just let Marcus... Yeah, okay. What we're gonna do here... First of all, we need to equip the hand axe here. Then we need to rescue you. Hector can come down here. Wolf Bale is nice. Hammer's not bad, but we do have this guy to worry about. He is going to hit with the javelin. Although admittedly, I don't think it's that big of a concern if he does hit with the javelin. Especially... Okay, I think I know what to do. We're going to equip the hammer here. We're going to take and we're going to drop here. That puts that puts Lyn in range of just this guy, but he only has 16 attack, which means he's not going to be doing very much damage. He's only going to be doing 5 damage. So this guy, we're out of range there, so we're safe. Okay, perfect. As for you over here, I want to make sure you are only attacking the flyers over here, or I suppose that's not the most necessary. I could actually bring Priscilla over here. Won't be able to kill though. Pent might be able to, but he's not in range. Marcus will just provide backup, I guess. Can also be good up here, so we're gonna move our magic users up this way. Because of the armor knights that are on their way. Although I might keep Priscilla back here to provide support. I think I will keep Priscilla back here to provide support to the flyers later when they need it. He can come up here. I don't really mind what he's doing. Well, maybe I should have picked out Legalt here. That actually might have been a better idea, but we're not in the biggest of rushes. Yeah, we'll move Legalt in. Actually, you know, should I move here? Maybe not the worst idea. If we can get them in a good position later. I'll move Legalt up with Heath. And then Marcus will come along from behind. I think we can go up this way as well. I think Harkin and Hawkeye over there is going to suffice. So we'll just let Marcus follow up from here, Eliwood there, and then we'll just... Okay, so these guys are going to start advancing. Okay, this guy goes for Lowen. That's fine. It's mainly because he doesn't die to the hand axe, probably. Oh my god, that guy moves. That guy schmoves. Okay. That's fine. Dodge. And the crit's not even necessary, but it's very cool nonetheless. Oh, that guy? I think I know exactly where that guy's heading, and he's not going to be able to get there in time. You go for Hector. Okay, yeah, because I can't counter. That makes sense. Okay, these guys they're all advancing. They're all advancing. Okay. Oh my god, and more reinforcements spawn too. Holy, look at that. The Black Fang is going on full assault here. A lot of scary looking enemies. Scary, I say. No, they're not that scary, but... Okay, let me guess. Legalt Heath is not super useful here. I stand corrected. He does have the capability of doing something there, but we have a problem. Legalt, we need to get Legalt over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Oh, actually, I think we're okay. I think we're totally fine. Wait, we can let Lynn get another kill here. We don't even need to use the light brand, I bet. We could use the longbow. Longbow would do it and keep her safe in the back over here. But, I mean, these guys' attack range isn't particularly concerning. If he attacks low and it's not really a big deal. If he attack a javelin, of course you have a javelin. Why would you not have a javelin? I almost want to let them attack Lynn. This guy specifically. That's what the light brand is for. Yeah, we can do that. I just need to put Lynn and get Lynn in the right position. Here will do. But does a hammer one shot? It does. That is the very nice thing about hammer. So what we're actually gonna do, we're gonna use a hammer here to just completely one shot this guy with the additional crit even. Now, Lowen can advance. Lowen can very easily advance, but I don't want Lowen to advance. I don't want Lowen to advance. You have one, yeah. Javelin. Oh, he's gonna go for Hector anyways because. Okay, he's gonna go for Hector anyways because Hector can't counter. That's a little bit annoying, but whatever. That is only if I use the light brand though. I could probably just let Lynn won't get the kill. Well, she could with the Monikati. I'm not sure if she would. How much do you do against you with the Monikati? 20? By 2 would definitely kill. But then he's just going to attack with the Javelin, so why does it matter? It doesn't really matter. I have to use the Light Brand, but if I use the Light Brand, then he's going to attack Hector, because Hector can't counter. That's... with the AI decision making, but it's not a big deal. I will... I just don't know how... I'm not sure how I want to position this. It doesn't really matter that much, honestly. We will just... We don't even need to attack with Light Brand here. I can't move to this position, though, because that's in range of you. The other option is Monikati. Or even just the Steel Sword will probably do it. So, you know what? Let's just move Lowen out of the way. And a Steel Sword will do it here. That's... Nice. That other Armor Knight is going to attack Lyn, but he's not going to do a ton of damage. Oh my god! What the heck? That's a crazy... That was every single stat! Damn, Lyn! Damn, okay. We actually have time to get Legault over here too, which is very nice. After he can cross the river here, and then... He'll probably be able to go steal this thing, and then we can take the rest of everyone out with all the units that we've got caught up with us here. So, yeah, these guys are of no threat. Meanwhile, these guys, we can handle them. We can handle them just fine. Okay, over here. Now, I think the play is probably... We're not in ballista range yet. And admittedly, we're not that scared of the village getting attacked just yet. These guys are still a decent ways out, but we definitely want to get there faster. So, do we stay out of ballista range? Or do we dive face first into it? We don't take effectiveness damage from it anymore, but keep in mind that these ballistas are going to be pretty darn strong. Now, I don't know about their hit rates, though. Because the thing is, Priscilla can, or not Priscilla, Fiora can fly all the way over here and get out of at least this ballista's range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, which is something that the boots on her enables. So we can actually get out of that ballista's range, like completely. Which is actually probably not the worst idea. I think I'm actually going to go for that. We're going to head for the village immediately. Here... I think we can keep the Silver Lance. I think we can probably still one-shot this guy with the Silver Lance when he comes into attack. Admittedly, you could just run over here and attack with the bow, but that is going to be pretty significantly weaker than the Ballista. Especially since we got that Delphi shield. We're taking normal damage from bows here. And 14 defense is definitely going to keep her alive pretty well. Fiora's gonna have to stay out of range though. Or Florina, I should say, is gonna have to stay out of range though. Which is okay. That all that means is we can start taunting some of these other guys on this safe tile over here. Yeah, so we can take this guy out, and then next turn, I think we just go for... I think we might want to take out the Ballistas as soon as possible, but we're gonna need to take care of these guys first, is my main concern. So... yeah, we'll have to see what we do over there. I do have to also keep in mind that the Ballistas have limited number. I don't think it's the best idea to just use up all of their bolts. We're gonna have Priscilla follow close behind to provide support over here. Mainly physic and healing support, if she has the range for it. I think she should. Her magic stat isn't that bad, yeah. Admittedly, 8 isn't great though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's workable, it's workable. Her defense leaves a lot to be desired for it when we're dealing with the Ballistas, though. We'll have to see. Okay, up here, we're gonna bring Hawkeye up and just... our main goal here is to... yeah, this is sweet. If we can just make sure we hit. Nice. Good, solid one shot there. Point of strength, that's cool. Arkin can come up here and also probably get a clean one shot with the Iron Blade here. And then Keith can come over here and do a job as well. Actually get him some experience to see if he can actually grow a little bit. That is, honestly, those are the stats that I wanted to see. Very, very nice. Not letting you do that. Marcus can block the way. What weapon do you have? Poison Lance. Okay, that's a little bit annoying, not gonna lie. Maybe I should have taken out that guy instead of the other one, but it's fine. Hand axe is fine here. As for dancing, I don't really think there's any dancing that we need to do, per se. We will... dance the Galt here, I guess. It's not really important. Yeah, he should have the movement. We can get him a little bit closer just to make sure. And Merlinus backs us up from the rear here. Okay, yeah, this is fine. 2 damage, 33% hit rate. Does manage to land the hit, but we should be okay. Okay, these guys are coming down after Fiora now. Totally okay. I have no problems with that. The Lance Reaver is a little bit annoying there. But we're okay. Should have equipped the sword then. That's my bad. Okay, the brigands are on their way. The big guys are moving. You're going to attack Heath. You're gonna miss. Heath will take you out in return, probably. Cool. Good to see. Good to see. These guys are all advancing very, very quickly. But I think we have the units to deal with it. I think we'll be okay. We just need to be careful about how we position our units when we attack on this next turn. Good miss. Oh my god, there's so many units moving in. Okay, we need to establish a choke point here for sure. If we can establish like a two space wide choke point here and kind of block them up into this area here on this next turn, then I think we'll be good. So our goal here is actually to kill these units with our magic units, and then set up a wall with probably it's going to be Hector and Lowen to do the job here. Are any of these guys ranged? One guy has a javelin, but the javelin guys aren't that threatening. Short bow isn't too bad. The longbow guy is a little bit annoying. We'll have to figure out how to deal with him. He can attack at a range that we're not going to be as fond of. I see. Hawkeye, you want to move up over here with a hand axe? We can bait this guy out. Relieve some pressure on this side at the very least. Well, the others, yeah, we're just gonna be wrapping around here probably. I can pick you up, but that's not ideal right now. Okay, I'm definitely a little bit worried about the archers here, because that's gonna limit what Heath can do. Alright, well, let's just take care of this one by one. Okay, first of all, let's get the steel off. Grab a blue gem, maybe making up for the one we missed last chapter, although not really making up for it. But we do get that. Who wants to kill Hugh? Honestly, Kanos would be great for it. 16-16, perfect. Oh my gosh, okay. They can't all be good. They can't all be good. That res stat is insane, though. 21 res makes him pretty useful just for that, if anything, if nothing else. Okay, Thunder here will do. Thunder here will do. Thunder here will do. Oh! The Sage crit animation is also very cool. Okay, and then the front line is going to be Low and Hector for sure. So what I can actually do is bring, what's Low and Hector? We can bring Hector up here and do a hammer here to just one-shot you. I wonder if that's not a crit animation. That's an effective weaponry. If that's an effective weaponry, I think it's a crit. I think that's crit, but I'm not sure. Lynn, make sure I just want to make sure you're not in longbow range. Although admittedly, 16 attack means you're not that threatening at longbow range. Bring Lowen up here to shore up our defenses. With a hand axe to deal with any ranged units that want to go after us. And now we've successfully established our choke point here. Or we successfully blocked off the choke point here. So now I'm only really concerned about Mr. Longbow here and potentially you, but 17 and 16, even on Lynn, isn't going to be doing that much damage. She actually has a modestly okay defense stat at this point. So we will move here, and I do want a ranged attack though. So I could actually... Longbow? No, that won't kill. We'll just Light Brand then. From a range will do so we don't take any damage. Well, okay, that's actually... You get countered, right? Because you have a Javelin. Okay. Is the damage the same here? 26... 18. Okay, it doesn't really matter. So we're just going to attack here. Getting a bit of use out of the Light Brand here, although I think this is going to be one of our last Light Brand uses for the chapter, because we're probably going to be using some of our other magic units to deal with these guys next. The real question, I don't think we need to, once again, I don't think we're in dire need of dancing anyone. But admittedly, I could bring someone over to deal with you. 24 attack. On is 11. Not far enough range. If we could get Harkin over there, that would actually be really nice. But if we don't have anyone else, by the way, these guys, none of these guys have the stealables, right? I'm pretty sure the only other stealable, right, the only other stealable is the other ballistic guy up here. Not you. You, with the guiding ring. That we don't need, but I'd like to get anyways. Okay, do I start facing these enemies here? I think I want to pull them away even more, right? Florina can stay here and handle these enemies here. I'm pretty sure she can. 12 damage is a lot of damage, though. Killer Lance is cool here. Steel Sword accomplishes effectively the same thing. But if we want to minimize our chances of getting attacked or getting hit, the Iron Lance is our best bet. Though honestly, we could even use our Killer Lance here. That one-shots you, so that's pretty nice. And if we get a crit here, that also one-shots you, but that's kind of an RNG base. That said, we have plenty of Killer Lances, and we are kind of running up on the end of the game here. We're getting close, so I'm a little bit less concerned about using up my weapon uses here. I'm glad these ballistas don't move. Although if they move, they'd be actually a bit easier to take out. So honestly, trade-offs. We are going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could set you up on the forest. You have 6 move, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I could set up on the forest for an even better chance. I think I might actually go for it. We'll set Florina up on the forest with the Killer Lance here. She should be able to take both of those guys out. Priscilla will continue to support from the rear. We're not at threat, so I don't need to heal. And Fiora over here. Silver Lance just one-shots. Doesn't one-shot you. But it one-shots you. And it one-shots you. Well, it doesn't one-shot you. Doesn't one-shot you. Admittedly, the Steel Sword is not enough. The Killer Lance is not enough, so we actually do need the Silver Lance on her for some of these enemies, which is very interesting. But not for any of these guys that we might want to deal with. So what we're actually going to do here We can actually use Kanto here to set us up in a good position here to take out some of these guys. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I might want to position here. Or maybe on the forest. I don't think you can get to the forest though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we definitely want to take out at least one of you. How much damage does she take from all of these enemies? 3? Are you just as... You're just as weak. Okay. He does not take a lot of damage from any of these guys. And we could even set up on a mountain here, on a peak here, for even more avoid. It puts her in range of all of these guys. I don't know how much she would take from a ballista. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could set up on one of these peaks down here. And at least keep her out of range of some of these units. No, they're all gonna be able to attack the peaks. Okay. Let's do so. Let's run some numbers then. Let's run some numbers. The hit rates are gonna be really low all around, so we're probably not getting hit by all of these, but that's 2. That's 3. That's 3. 2, 3, 3, 5, 8, 11. 12 damage. And from you, what are we taking? I don't know. I don't know how much damage the ballistas do. 12 damage on third, so that brings us down to like what, 25? There's no way you do more than 25, right? With a ballista bolt. I think it might be better. Do we play fast or do we play safe here? I do actually probably want to stay out of... No, we're playing safe here. I want to stay out of range of this other ballista. So I think we definitely play safe here and just get in range of one of these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can set up right here to deal with one of them. Or we might want to deal with 2 of them if we can. We'll set up right outside of ballista range, I think. That'll let us deal with 3 of them. Yeah, so in the position that Fiora is right here. Alright, so let's go ahead and, well, first of all, let's make sure we're equipped with the right thing. If we're dealing with these 3. $18. I want to minimize the chance of getting hit, so we definitely want to use lances here. Definitely want to use lances here, so... Killer Lance? It feels kind of like a waste, but how many Killer Lance uses would this be? Yeah, I think we just use the Silver Lance. Alright. Let's go ahead and visit the village. Ah! You. Huh? Go. I saw nothing. I met with no one. Wait. Take this staff. Thank you for Prince Zephiel. No problem. No problem. The warp is going to get sent to Merlinus. We don't need the warp right now. Do I remember which position it was? I don't remember which position it was. That was outside of this guy's range. Frick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it was this position then. Yes, okay, perfect. Priscilla should be safe here, so we're not worried about that. In fact, I actually like her to get a bit closer if we can, in terms of safety. For movement's sake, going forward here. All right, that is done. Okay, we're gonna basically taunt this guy out with Fiora, so we're not worried about him anymore. We just need to make sure we don't go this direction. I think Fiora and Florina have things covered over here. Kind of insane to think about that, but I think we do. So Eliwood's, like I said, Eliwood's not going to be doing a whole lot here. We're actually going to... Do we want Harkin to follow behind up here? Then it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's not really going to be able to contribute much from back here, admittedly. Although there are some with attack ranges that reach. They're probably going to be moving forward in the near future, though. We could probably taunt them this way, though. So let's get moving. We'll move Harkin up there as well, and then Keith could honestly follow. I'm a little worried. He can also go up as well. We also need to worry about this ballista guy. We definitely need to keep an eye out for this guy over here, because that's the other guy, ballista with relevant range. Because the ballista over here, not particularly concerning. We're not going to be moving anyone over here for quite a while, so. I don't really need to dance anyone here. I mean, I guess I can move Marcus. Check longbow range. Make sure you're not in it. Actually, I would prefer to put her in range to dance all of our other units here. Next turn to give us some more offensive power on player phase. This is not an important one, though. This is just for the hell of it. Yeah, okay. We don't really need to go this way either, although potentially these guys might be on their way. We'll have to see if we can deal with them next turn. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. I think that about covers it. Heath, except for Heath. Heath, where do I want to move you? I think I move you just outside of archer range. So something like that. Pent will leave there, so that should be the end of that turn. These guys are gonna head and hit our front line here. We have no concerns whatsoever. There's no way that's I think that's an effective weaponry hit. There's no way he's critting every single one of these hammer hits. Hammer's coming in real useful here. Good dodge. One shot with the Silver Lance. Just what we want to see. Even more res. Good dodge. Not a one shot with the Silver Lance, unfortunately, but we just get it on the return shot there. Yep, this is fine. Actually lands at 20, but we land the crit. Not that it matters. That's not the crit we needed. The crit we need is on the next guy. Yeah, we had nothing to worry about over here. Plenty of Silver Lance uses though, but not too big of an issue. Okay, we got the village, so those brigands are just gonna do whatever at this point. 10. Okay, good dodge. We'll do it. That was 0 damage, by the way. Okay, he was critting all of those hits. Or maybe it's just because that's what happens when you get a kill with effective weaponry. I don't know. Okay. Look at 24 strength. 24 strength is absolutely nuts. Good dodge. We didn't get the crit on the one we wanted, but it's okay. Florina and Fiora cleaning up shop over here. Point of strength, point of res, awesome. Love to see it. Okay, this is where the hammer's not as useful, but that's okay. I think we still double here. Yeah, still gets the kill. Hector's so strong, it just doesn't matter. And see, what we're seeing here is the power of enemy phase units. Hector, despite his low movement, if you can get him in a position like this. Oh. I did not realize that was bolting range. Or not bolting. A ballista range, but we didn't take very much damage from it either way, so it doesn't really matter. We're witnessing the power of enemy phase units here. Hector is able to just stand there at this choke point. Oh. I should have paid more attention, huh? Not a big deal, though. We would have survived anyways. Yeah, Hector can just stand here at a choke point, take all these hits, and then kill all the enemies in return, right? This is the power of enemy phase units. It also means that a unit that's able to do this is able to gain so much more XP, so much more easily. Because they can kill so many units on enemy phase, versus if you're going for just units that only really function well in player phase, they can only get 1 kill, maybe 2 with a dance, right, per player phase. So the experience gain on that is just naturally going to be slower, which is why you see Hector is now already level 10 and Lyn is only level 6. Although to be fair, Lyn promoted later, so the difference isn't that crazy, but you can see the power of Hector here, right? This is insane. 25 strength is absolutely insane. If I had given him the boots, Hector would be beyond probably the most busted unit in my entire party, combat-wise, for sure. Not that I regret getting the boots to Fiora. Giving the boost to Fiora is what enables him to get all the way over here so quickly, while being able to just completely avoid this ballista's range, right? So there's ups and downs for sure. Okay, here. What I want to do, and what I think I am able to do, if the steel bow guy weren't there, although we can probably still navigate around it. I think this will work. Let's check these guys' range. Okay, we'll be in range of you. Yeah, because you'll be able to move here, but you're not threatening. We'll be in range of you. We will probably be in range of these enemies over here too. But once again, Fiora takes very little damage from any of these units. I think we Killer Lance this time. Two damage, 3 damage. And I'm assuming from you it's a very similar story. 6 damage. Okay, not quite. Though it's not fast enough, that's okay. 14 speed. Holy, okay. 19, 17, 17. Obviously not going to be in range of you. Or you. And if we're careful, not you either. I think we have a safe play here. And I think the play here is we're going to move Fiora up here. Take you out with a killer lance. That takes out one of the ballistas. Oh, is that Aspect Lances? Yes, it is. That takes out one of the ballistas. Now, we are in range of, like, 4 different units. But... she should be okay. I think she will survive, because these guys are not all particularly strong. And what we're going to do with Florina here... we're gonna move her onto here. Bring Ninian over here for a nice little dance. And that lets Florina come over here and take this guy out with a steel sword. Although if we want to avoid damage as best as possible, which we might definitely want to do, an Iron Lance will do the job. Nice crit. Cool, and those are the ballistas all taken care of. Just like that, with my flyers no less. More strength and more speed, dude. Florina's almost about to hit her strength cap. Holy, let's go. All right. All right, and that should be safe. Totally safe. We're not in ballista range. Yep, completely safe. Perfect. And I don't expect these guys to really be able to do anything to our enemies or to our units here. That is a little bit concerning, but we only take 9 damage here, so all I need to do is position with Thunder, use Physic here to heal Florina, just to make sure she's topped off. I could have topped off Fiora here, but she's healthier and more defensive. Like, she only has, what, 11 defense, 14, oh, a little bit more defensive. Okay, let's see here. These reinforcements just keep on spawning, don't they? It's okay, we're just inching forward one little bit at a time. I was trying to get low-end sword experience. I don't think it's really worth using a killing edge for that, though. I should have given him a steel sword. Well, I suppose it doesn't hurt. Especially if he gets a crit. Just like that. Awesome. Lynn can come in here and pretty easily take these guys out. I don't think we are in any sort of threat. We have any sort of threats here. Just barely doesn't one-shot. Although, I think we can still use it. Might as well. Oh, that crit would have been real useful on the first hit, though. Anyone else want this experience more than Hector? Yeah, I think so. We are going to advance Hector just a little bit. We made a lot of use out of that hammer over here, and I think we just hold on to it for now. 8 damage off of this, but it's pretty low hit rate. We can even use Nosferatu to completely heal it back up. That's really funny. I actually might as well. I'm not going to be making much use of Nosferatu overall. Although we're only going to heal 3 from this hit, right? Well, yeah, 3, but I mean, it still works. That was honestly a completely pointless Nosferatu use, but whatever. It's not a weapon we use often to begin with. All right, yeah, Heath, go ahead and take out this guy, this little pesky little guy over here. You want to go after my flyers? Too bad. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 should be. So, do I want to give Hawkeye or Harkin that? Probably Harkin. So we're gonna move here. 1 halberd'll do. Bam. No worries about poison anything. And then Harkin can come over here and contribute a bit some too. With a very nice, we don't need the Brave Sword, Longsword. Iron Blade will do it, but we might as well just use the Longsword. Effective weaponry is effective weaponry. You better use it on the enemies that it's effective against. Otherwise, when are you gonna use it, right? Very hefty, very hefty bit of experience there. Okay, and then Legal, we definitely want to move, but I don't want to put you in a dangerous spot. I'd rather keep Legal with the party, to be honest. Because, I mean, we don't really need him to be doing anything in particular. Yeah, I don't want him to be doing anything. My thieves are all very, very weak. I have not been training these guys whatsoever. Marcus can be on his way up here as well. Follow along, gang. These guys I've noticed are not advancing, so we might want to taunt them if we can with a little bit of something. 23 attack. Oh, I do need to be careful with Pent, though. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to taunt them yet. But we are getting there. Bring Pent over here. Eliwood can follow up behind. Merlinus can follow up behind. And that's that. Okay. Oh, you're still gonna go for Fleet. Oh, because of the Lance Revert. We didn't even need that crit. Lorena has gotten so much strength that she doesn't even need that crit. But anyways. 1 damage. And you miss anyways. And we get the crit on the Killer Lance, which is perfect. Okay, that brigand is moving somewhere. Dodge again. Yet another crit. Fiora really killing it out here. Unintended. Ha ha ha. Sorry about that. 3 damage. Still a dodge. And we get another crit. Keep in mind, her crit's at 62% here. So we're gonna get a ton of crits here. Oh, look at all that experience. Oh, she's even tankier. I wish she'd get some strength, though, honestly. But I guess if she keeps critting like this, it doesn't even matter! Oh my god, Fiora's getting so much experience. Alright, alright, alright. Still no strength. But it doesn't really matter, because she's doing phenomenal. Alright, these guys are advancing, and I'm not scared of them. Like, not even a little bit. I'm a little scared of you. I don't like you at all. Because you have a bow. You have a steel bow. You have a hand axe, so definitely kind of annoying. I could just fly over here, but the problem with that, we can kill pretty easily, but there's a ballista we gotta worry about. Now, I know lots of killer lance uses. I know Fiora could that's like 36, so that's not even enough to kill. It's because she's not getting strength. You know, I say Fiora's been absolutely killing it, right? But the thing is, Florenia's gonna have an edge over her at the same level. Fiora has, what, 8 more points of strength? No, not 8. 6 more points of strength, which is pretty nuts. Fiora's capture skill, though, but at this point, I mean, it doesn't really even matter. She is a fair bit more tanky, though. Look at those stats. All right. We've got some units that are turning out real nice. Okay, over here. I could bring Fiora over there. I think, I mean, we don't need to worry about Ballista because she has the Delphi shield. How much do we do with you with the steel sword? That is enough. Okay, good. You are not as tanky as the other guy. And that is enough as well. I'm assuming this is plenty enough. It is, although that fortress, the fort's a little bit annoying. I'd rather get them off of the fort if I can. And I absolutely can by setting up on this forest over here with the steel sword. Then I'll let Fiora handle that, and then... And then what? I want to deal with you. But dealing with you, I cannot because of you. I want to deal with you, but you are also annoying because of you. And because you're on the very edge of ballista range. Is this a choke point? It's not a choke point. It's like a 2-tile choke point here. You're not threatening though. The brigand's not threatening. We can just... If we can just in and out, take him out, it'd be real easy, but Ninian's not in the best position for that. We'll have to see what to do here. Let's handle up here first. Up here will be easy to handle. I say this because we just bring Hawkeye up here, and one halberd does the job. Unless he misses. But then he just doubles anyways, so we're all good. I didn't check that. 69% hit rate is. I think it's because they got the forest tile there. Are we in ballista range? We are in ballista range. But I'm not particularly concerned. I gotta say, I'm not particularly concerned. 26 attack. Oh, you have a sword slayer. That's kind of annoying. You have a hand axe. That's also kind of annoying. You have a poison lance. That's really annoying. I almost want to let Hawkeye take all of this, but that might not be the best idea. And I'm concerned about the ballista. Hawkeye, with 14 defense, he's going to be taking not a lot of damage, but not an insignificant amount of damage either. If I do this, you don't have the HP... Arkan doesn't have the HP reserve that Hawkeye does. The one thing that's probably going to keep Hawkeye plenty alive here is just the fact that he's so tanky, right? He's got 53 HP. I don't think... I highly doubt that they will be able to kill him. But, you know, let's do the math just in case. He's got 14 defense. No damage from you. We have weapon triangle advantage here, so that's actually just 20 for 6 damage. Sword Slayer. Okay, this is 26, 14. Oh, that's gonna be a big hit. 6, that's 12 damage. So 4 damage plus 12 damage is 16. Plus another 4 for like 20 damage on top of this. There's no way he's doing 30 though, so he'll definitely survive. He'll definitely survive. We might need a pen physics soon though. But that is no problemo. Flux is not enough to kill. Luna is. We're doubling these guys because they're generals. That's the only reason. It's because they're armor knights. Luna's not strong enough here. Luna is strong enough here, so we actually have to use. Okay, we're actually making use of our Lunas a little bit. Take out the general over here. Give Kanas a little chunk of experience. We definitely. Maybe I should have given that to Lin. It's okay. Manikati here is fine, I guess. If we can dodge, that would be great. Or, you know what? What's your strength with the steel bow? 23? 23. Lin can survive that, right? And he's probably going to attack with the... Well, he's going to attack with the steel bow because that's the only way he'd be able to attack. Which means we'll be able to counter. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to do this. We're going to move Lin down over here. And longbow this guy. That gives us a means of countering the guy on the return hit as well, and gives Lin something nice to do here with the bow. All right. We're getting some levels now. Florina will just kind of chill here, I guess. Unless we want to draw aggro, we could draw aggro as well. Steel sword, all the same, right? Yeah, we can draw aggro. We're all good HP wise. This should be safe. All right, we'll wait there. Draw aggro. Ah. Wait a minute. I could dance her. Do I want to do that? The problem is we'd have to take an attack from you. But there's a chance. We'll give Lin a dance here and give it a try. Oh, hand axe? That's a little bit annoying. Let's see how much the longbow does. Oh, it's actually not enough. It's not enough. 38. Okay. Well, it was cool nonetheless. I'll keep you here though, because we can just counter with the longbow. And not quite kill, but get a really nice chunk of damage off. Up here, we have plenty of other units to work with, including Lowen. Wait, did I give you a heavy spear? I did give you a heavy spear. Ah ha ha ha. That's very funny. I need to watch out for the ballista though. It's not enough to kill, but it's probably the only way we are killing besides the Brave Lance, which is kind of dumb. So, I mean, we might as well use it. Okay, sure. That's just outside of ballista range, which is perfect. What's your defense? 14, 15, so you're probably not taunting anything. Although, if I could taunt you with a Sword Reaver, that would take the pressure off. That would take the pressure off a little bit. So we're gonna move him shut in a nice spot to relieve some of the pressure off of Hawkeye by moving here. And equipping... It's gotta be a sword. We'll do the Iron Blade here because this guy's got a Sword Reaver. So he's definitely gonna go for Harkin over here. Then over here, Hector's doing phenomenal. We can probably let Lowen get this kill here. If he can't, well, he can't with the Steel Lance, so that'll do. Crit will do it as well. Awesome. We're clearing through this map pretty quickly. I think because a lot of our units have really come into themselves. Nice speed. Fiora, Florina, Lowen, you can see, honestly, Hector have been the stars of this map so far. And they are continuing to put in a lot of work. Alright, I do want to heal Pent here. Honestly, it's kind of overkill, but we're barely even using any of our heal staffs to begin with because of how much we're avoiding damage, so this is not that big of a deal. Do we keep Pent here to do what? To do what? I think we just keep Pent there. We do want to deal with this ballista as quickly as we can, and admittedly, if I would prefer to get Fiora over there if we could. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Maybe if we go to Ninian? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, where does Ninian go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We could definitely go take this thing out next turn. It's very possible. Well, we'll take a gander afterwards. How about? For now... let's see here. I don't really want to get anyone in an unfortunate range, so we're gonna move Lowen over here. Oh, sorry, Marcus. Marcus, we're actually gonna... Marcus, you can hang back. Legault... We definitely want to pick Legault up and get him over there, over this direction. So, what I'm gonna do is... I'm gonna keep Pent over here. We're gonna move Legault next to Priscilla. Merlinus can keep supporting from back here, although I definitely want to keep an ally out for that. We'll move Hector over here for now. Does that clear everything up? I think that does. We do need to go shopping as well. I need to forget not to do... I think I might send Florina to do that next turn. Send her to go down shopping. 0% hit rate, by the way. This is what weapon triangle advantage does. This is what weapon triangle advantage does. Enable stuff like that so you can guarantee not get hit. Nice crit. Man, Fiora really is really killing it this time around. Crit after crit after crit. A lot of them matter too for weapon use in terms of weapon usages. Okay, 44%. Oh! What the hell? Why did that do so much? I'm a little worried now. I'm a little worried now. Oh, please. Okay. That was only 2 damage, but still. This ballista. Oh, okay. That didn't do much. Okay, we were safe. We were safe. That ballista did not do very much damage at all. Okay. What the hell? Did I must have read something wrong. I must have read something wrong about the Sword Slayer. Oh, you have a hand axe. I didn't even think about that, but... Oh my god, more holy reinforcements. Okay. What happened over here? Let me look at that Sword Slayer again. Good against Myrmidons. Okay, so... My brain must have been confused, because you have items like the Lance Reaver and the Axe Reaver, and those are weapon triangle reversal weaponry. This is not weapon triangle reversal weaponry, and I probably should have paid more attention to that. This is effective weaponry. So this thing was okay. That was very close. Holy shoot. Oh man, good thing Harkin is a beast. Otherwise, that would have been very bad. Okay, we're okay though, we're okay. We're living, everything is okay. Now that I know, that is not a mistake I will make again. These reinforcements are not particularly scary. We can actually probably take all of them out. If only Pent were in a better location. I should have moved Pent up here, because then he would have been able to help out here. But I had not anticipated this. I'm not so concerned about these guys right now, especially since I want to go shopping. You are a little bit annoying, not gonna lie, but... If I leave them alone, does it really matter? I guess not, right? Ah, okay, we actually need to use the Killer Lance this time around if we want to take these guys all out. But that's 3 damage, 7 damage, so for 10 damage. Into 5 damage for 15 damage. That's not a negligible amount of damage. And this is 10 damage, so 25 damage is very much not a negligible amount of damage. But I want to send Florina down there. And I want to send Fiora this way, because we can use Fiora to take out... Okay, one step at a time, one step at a time. First thing, Pence, you are gonna head this way. And if you are in range, we are definitely physicking Harkin here. No questions asked. Bring him back up to almost full. And then, well, I guess this is what a hand axe is for. Effective against Myrmidons. Okay, so that includes here the entire Myrmidon class, Myrmidon mercenary class line. So heroes and sword masters are taking an effective hit from him. So I think I need Hawkeye to do this, or potentially even Heath. Heath could actually work. Yeah, Heath does it here. That is within... Okay, so... We'll handle this in a second. I think I know what we need to do. We're going to... Okay. Panas... Luna, once again, to get the kill here. I could also Lightbrand, but I could also use Lyn. There's definitely... Okay, there's a lot of stuff to do right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What we're gonna do, we're gonna get to the edge of Ninian's range here. I don't think this... Okay, that's safe. That's safe. That's safe. And we are only threatened by these guys, but we have every resource available to kill these guys. So, honestly, Fiora could do this as well, right? If I move here, or Florina could do this as well, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So Florina could do it. Is that the better option? I think that might be the better option. Is to let Florina do it and let Fiora take out the rest of these guys. Silver Lance. 34, just enough. Doesn't one-shot though, so maybe the Killer Lance. But the Killer Lance probably isn't gonna one-shot here. But we could get a crit. Fiora has been on the crits lately. We could also set up on a peak. No, but we need to kill you. Which means we won't be able to set up on a peak because you attack from here with a hand axe. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. Okay, I think this should work. We move Florina here. We move Ninian up for a... We move Ninian up for a dance. And then we fly all the way up here. To take out the Ballista. And just like that, Ballista has been completely dealt with. Now we don't have to worry about the Ballista. So now, it's very easy to bring Heath over here and take this scary guy out. Bye-bye, freaking enemy who almost killed Harkin because I didn't realize what a Sword Slayer does. Oh, what a lack of information will do to you, huh? But that one's entirely my bad, so no one to blame but myself there. Iron Blade here will do it. Longsword here will do it. Killing Edge here will do it. So Iron Blade it is. Alright, Hawkeye can get a move on as well. And then over here, we have pretty much whatever tools at our disposal. We can bring Kanas over here for yet another Luna kill. Nice crit. Alright, besides that very close call with Harkin, we're doing... Oh! Yes! Yes! That is what I'm talking about. Alright. One hammer will do the job with Hector. Very nice. Those were crits. All of those were crits then. That was a kill with the hammer on effective, and damn, he was really critting a lot there too, huh? I've been giving Fiora all the credit for all those crits, but Hector's been getting a ton of crits. I guess it's just that the crits didn't matter because he was one-shotting anyways, but... Okay, we can get Lowen onto a fort here for a very nice... Well, not a very nice kill, unfortunately, because these guys are defensive as heck. A Silver Lance will do it, though, so we'll use it there. Alright, and then Lyn. I need to deal with you, admittedly, but that's not a big deal because we just longbow here. I didn't even need to do it at 3 range on Archer crit there. Haven't seen a lot of Archer action in my playthrough. I have not been using Archers at all. Alright, I need to get Ninian out of here though, so we will go ahead and just pick her up. And Eliwood can take and drop her back down. Legault is also coming in the same direction. As is Marcus. And Merlinus following up behind. Oh shoot. Damn, I forgot to pay attention to these guys. We're good though, because this guy, Steel Bow for, what, 18 might? For 26 attack. Not gonna kill. He's totally fine. Definitely completely missed those guys over there though. Over here, I don't want to use a javelin here, and it won't kill, so our best bet is we're gonna use up this Killer Lance. Silver Lance kills you. Silver Lance kills you. Silver Lance needs 2 to kill you, but that's fine. We will just use a Silver Lance then. 7 damage. Ugh. 7 plus no damage plus 1 damage for 8 damage. And then 3 for 12 damage, which means Fiora is going to be totally fine. We're not in range of any of these guys or the Ballista, so nothing to worry about here. Other than like the very, very low % chance that we miss here, but even then, not gonna make much of a difference. Oh, but they are gonna get onto the forest, which is honestly still not a big deal, because weapon triangle advantage. And her giant skill stat is going to make our hit rates very, very good regardless. Fiora's getting so much experience this time around for this map. This is what happens when you use a unit as an enemy phase unit. She finally got a point of strength too. That said, I have one thing to note. I have been using bows a little bit more on Lyn here. That's a little bit concerning because I do need to use sword on her a good bit more. Oh, these archers are finally on the move. Okay. Yeah, this is fine. 12 damage. He misses anyways. So we are good there. Oh, what is this? Here they come again, those little Lycian nobles. I'd love to take them on, but Prince Zephiel insists it was they who saved him. Ha! What's this world coming to? Look who it is! Look who it is, look who it is. Remember Vida? A good number of chapters ago, she had that ridiculously powerful... She had that special spear that gave her absurdly powerful stats. She doesn't have it anymore, but she comes here as level 9 Wyvern Lord with honestly respectable stats. As far as Wyvern Lords go, right? 20 strength, very, very nice. 13 speed is worse than where Heath is at right now, actually. So, once again, she shares that kind of Wyvern Lord speed issue. Could definitely fix with the Speed Wing if you want to use her, though. She comes with a spear, which is very nice. She actually only appears here, I think, if you don't kill her in the chapter where she appears as a boss. I don't know. I mean, killing her in that chapter is a monumental task, suffice to say. So, missing this one, missing this occurrence here is not an easy thing to do, for sure. But yeah, there's Vida. I actually need to check something really quick. Give me a second here. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, so I'm not particularly worried about these guys at the moment, so we will worry about them a little bit later. Well, later as in when they decide to advance up to us. That's when we'll deal with them. But up here. These guys are not as scary, nearly as scary as that Sword Slayer guy, so these archers are on their way, though. So we won't have to worry about this ballista, which is nice, but the archers are on their way, which means Fiora is actually not a bad unit to deal with these guys, because she's not, well, they're pretty darn strong. So actually, I'd prefer to wait to deal with them. I prefer to get the advance just outside their range, I think, and then deal with them all one by one after that. That's probably the best way of dealing with things, so that's what we're gonna do. Keith over here could contribute. Well, how fast are these guys? 8 speed, 9 speed, 9 speed. So Keith could definitely contribute. These are all snipers too, right? Yeah, they're all snipers. Level 8 snipers, so they can give some pretty good experience as well. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or I should say 8, because he has 8 range. Yeah, that's enough to get there. That's definitely enough to get there. We're gonna bring Heath down this way. And then everyone else we just want to get just outside of their range. So, Lorena, we will put you down here. Let's see, who do we want? Where's Pence? Oh, getting Pent over there is going to be kind of annoying. I think he can make it to where Hector is. That's fine. I think we can get Lynn over there. Lynn over here. Where are you at sword rank? Okay, she's almost there. She's almost there. So I don't think we have too much to worry about. Get Pent over here. Lowen can kind of just chill on the fort, probably. Kanas could even chill on the fort, but I don't think we want him to do that. I think we want him to get a little closer. Up here, admittedly, we do want to deal with these guys, huh? The Iron Blade's enough, but Longsword will do. That hit rate, though, is very, very concerning. I think this is better. That hit rate's a lot better, and we can guarantee the one shot here. Even if that gives Harkin, less experience than the other one would. Admittedly, I could just halberd here. Take out the Poison Lance guy. And then face whatever damage we have to face with this guy over here, but that's not really much of a concern at all either. So I think I know what we need to do with Vida over here. I think I already spoiled it. It's talking about if you want to use her, right? Yeah. She is recruitable on this map, and we are going to do the recruitment, even if I'm not planning on using Vida in particular. She's got 8 movement, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we're safe to keep Eliwood around here then. And I'll keep Priscilla around here just in case as well. Marcus too. As for Fiora, we're gonna head down and start shopping. It's about time. Okay, we really don't need iron swords. I'm gonna be real. Admittedly, we don't need iron swords. For any units that don't have the weapon rank to use these weapons, we have other weapons for them. Two silver swords, honestly, I think a third silver sword would be pretty nice. We'll go for a couple silver lances as well. I have the money for it. Silver axes too. And I don't need a silver bow. I think Luis has a silver bow that we can just give to Blind if we want her to use it. If she even ever gets to the weapon rank to be able to use it. So I'm not worried about that. We're good here. 3 of each I think is solid. Are these guys gonna... I wonder if they're going to advance this way towards Fiora. If she does, that's a little bit annoying, but... I also actually need Legault in position, right? Because there's one of these guys that has the guiding ring. So let's get Legault in position as well. Make sure it's the right position. I think we can L-shape off of the fort here. So right here. Yeah. Okay. Everyone else can kind of stay down here. I mean, maybe we dance Hector. I think we hold with Ninian down here for now. Merlinus, go wherever the hell you want. It doesn't matter. You can come down here and attack Heath. That's not really a big deal if you do. Yeah, I think we are all good. With these bigger maps, you definitely want to check around a little bit more, especially if you're splitting up your army a little bit more. Okay, I think we're good. We'll go ahead and end turn here. They're flying. Where are you guys going? Good miss. One shot with the halberd here. Making good use out of that effective weaponry. Archer's on the move. Archer's on the move. Oh my god. They keep coming! Holy! They just continue. We might need... I think it'd help to actually stand on the forts to prevent these guys from spawning in, now that I think about it. Okay, this is going to be an interesting turn to deal with. Vida's over here. I don't know where she's going to go. Hopefully she goes this way. I don't know if we'll have to deal with the Wyvern Riders after that. That's my biggest concern. So we definitely gotta move. But we're not super threatened here just yet. Alright, Legault, go ahead and get that steal off for 5,000 gold. Is this even worth it? Probably not. But, I mean, whatever. If it's not worth it, whatever. Not a big deal. We have a lot of units to kill. We have a lot of enemies to kill here. Okay, look, okay. Harkin can come down here and get one with a hand axe. That's very nice. 0 damage from... Doesn't even hit anyways. Heath can come down here and help out quite a bit. Just to be sure, I don't think we're in range of these guys. Nope. Keith can come down here and help out. 17-17, that is enough to kill. With an Iron Lance, that's good enough for me. Ah, there's that point of speed. Alright, he's starting to come into his own a little bit more with that. 18 strength, 16 speed. Not too bad, not too bad. Lynn, what do I want to do with you? Ninian's all the way down here. I should have advanced Ninian a little bit, I think. It's okay. Where's Vita gonna end up next turn? Here. That is in range. So, yeah, we'll have to keep an eye out for that. Okay, let's see here. I do want Lynn to get a kill on a sniper would be nice. With the Monikati, it's not necessary, so we can just Steel Sword here. Cool, cool. Damn! Lynn has been getting levels this map. Look at that. She doesn't look like an absolutely atrocious unit anymore. I mean, 21 strength? Let's go. I mean, okay, maybe that's kind of mean. She wasn't that bad before. She's still plenty usable. It's just her defenses made her... You had to be a little bit careful. A little bit more careful with her, for sure. But, yeah. Her defenses are still a little low at this point in the game, but definitely manageable at this point. Hector is at level 10. Level 10. Marcus is just... Our party is basically caught up to Marcus. Look at that. With far better stats in a number of places, though. Although Marcus, honestly, still competitive. Like, look at Lynn, right? Like, she's admittedly way faster, though. That's one of the benefits of Lynn, is that she is quite fast. Okay, how are we going to deal with these other guys? Because Hector... Pant can come over here and deal with you. One L-Fire coming right up. A little too far away for Lowen. And we need to worry about Legault over here. I think Marcus is gonna come into play here, although Fiora could actually just fly all the way up here and take one of these guys out as well. We can do, I bet, Priscilla. Priscilla can do one of these guys as well. I think we are in the clear. Fixing attack with a Steel Sword, not threatening at all. We'll bring Lowen over here and take this guy out with Steel Lance. Steel Lance will do. We're luring out one of the other, the goons protecting Lloyd up there, but they're not particularly strong, and Lowen, we got a max HP Lowen over here, so nothing to be concerned about. Nice. Finally got a little bit of strength, too. Which means Florina can come down here. We will have to deal with at least one of them. I see, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Can Kanas reach? Kanas can reach. He can kill with Flux, okay. Oh, but he misses. That's not good. I really need to take out all of these guys if we can. Alright, we'll just bring Fiora back up from up here. Still critting, man. What level is she? Level 14 already, though. Holy. She's gonna be like maxed out soon. Okay, it's just because Hector can't really get over there very efficiently, although I know one way to get him over there. And that's what this little thing called Dance. Very, very useful ability here, especially for our lower movement units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can't reach, but I think Marcus will. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, and then I think Priscilla can as well. So Hammer here is not that useful. Wolf Bale is not that useful. We're running a risk here, though. I think it's actually safer to let Priscilla or Marcus go for a shot here. Potentially even Lorena. 18, that's a kill. Marcus would be a good Brave Lance user. Yeah, okay. You know what? Lorena is already so strong. We are going to bring Marcus in with a... You have a, what, sword? Sword, so I want to use a lance against you. Steel lance for 16? Yeah, steel lance for 16, I guess. 16? Oh, we only do 16 though, right? Okay. Well, we will have to see here. We'll bring Marcus over here. We really need to be on the fort, huh? Ah, that's annoying. Okay. It'd be cool if Priscilla could get the kill here. I think we still go for it. Yeah, I think we can definitely still go for it. Okay. Here we go. We're going to do what gives us the best hit chance. 15 damage. That requires us to still do 18 damage. Which we do with a thunder. Alternatively, if we do 17 damage, then could we risk if we do 17 damage? How much will we need to do? 15 damage? That's within fire range, right? Right? Yeah, it is. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna do it this way. This doesn't matter, like, in the slightest. But we're gonna do it this way anyways. Or sorry, yeah, 16 damage, not 15 damage. And then we can go for a fire for Mac. This is the big, best chance we have of getting Priscilla to kill. Very, very nice. I think that was a crit too. Cool. And then Florina can't get over there, so this is... Well, it would have been just a Hector kill, but Hector, I forgot, forts have that movement penalty. Right. In that case, well, I mean, I'm not concerned. I'm not concerned at all, because Steel Axe here, and then Florina can just come down over here. And pick Legalt up. And that should keep everyone safe. Yes, you can go attack Priscilla over here, but I'm 17 attack. I'm not that worried. I'm gonna keep Eliwood over there. Hawkeye, you could... Excuse me, my phone went off over there. I had to go deal with that real quick. We're gonna get Hawkeye moving. And then I think we're good. I think we're chilling. I think we just have to end turn here. Okay, yeah, you go after Lowen. I have no issues with that. Oh, you go after Marcus. That's very interesting. He does have the lowest defense, I think, out of everyone who could attack him. And he doesn't double, so there's that too. Oh, there's more guys up there. I completely forgot that there's more guys up there. Jesus! Vida, what are you doing? What is this weird movement pattern? That was the weirdest movement pattern I've ever seen. I don't know... He's staying out of range on purpose, huh? Okay. I see. I don't know if these wyverns... These wyverns are very annoying. We have every method of dealing with them, too. It's just... Maybe not right this instant. is my biggest concern, is that we don't have the tools to deal with it this instant. So I think I'm delaying this even further. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay. Okay, same as always here, Hawkeye and Harkin can very easily deal with these cav reinforcements spawning from up here. Get Harkin some more experience as well. Although I think these pre-rolls don't really get particularly good levels, so it doesn't really matter that much. And then up here, I really just wanna... We just deal with this guy, right? I mean, Priscilla can do it. Maybe I should have given it to Lynn. Maybe I will give it to Lynn. But Lynn's kind of all the way over here. Sure, why not? And she crits. Okay, this is a defeat enemy. So we do want to do a little bit of other stuff before we... In the meantime, I need to get everyone out of range. I need to get everyone out of range. Where are all of these guys coming from? Jesus, there's so many of them. Holy. Okay. Eliwood, can you even get out of range? No! No, he cannot. He can move over here just out of range of Vida. Who's the only Wyvern Lord here, by the way. So she's the only one with 8 movement. And then we can just use Ninian to dance him one more tile out. But I think importantly here, as they advance, we have the rest of our army here to deal with them if necessary. Although Fiora can fly all the way back down here and go shopping again. I have 3 extra door keys. That should be enough, right? I could use maybe an extra heal, though. I definitely want more tomes. Like, I don't really need more shines and lightnings. I don't really need another L-Fire, because Nino came with an L-Fire. I'll get one more fire. And one more thunder. And I probably don't need a heal, but I'm gonna get a heal anyways. And then one more... I don't think I need this either, but I'm gonna get a flux. I have a couple extra door keys. I think we should be good. Just in case. We'll get another one. I have no idea. I mean, I have plenty of money, so I have nothing to worry about in that regard. Alright, and then the last unit we need to get out is Merlinus, but we can get Merlinus out, no problem. We can get him out, no problem. Pence is not in range either, but we will move you over here. And then everyone else, we just get positioned. And then we should be good. I think we should be able to deal with these wyverns on the upcoming turn. So we'll go ahead and end here. Yeah, you go after Harkin, not a big deal. You miss anyways. I don't think any of these Poison Lance guys have hit. Okay, Vida, please move to a reasonable spot. She moved to a reasonable spot. Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, Eliwood. You. So we meet again, boy. Are your little playmates doing well? You're that wyvern rider. You're working for the Black Fang, aren't you? You're wrong there. I serve only Burn. I'm here on my own personal agenda. Tell me, boy, are you the one who stopped Prince Zephiel's assassin? What? How did you... So it is true, is it? That settles it. From now on, I'm traveling with you. What are you... You saved Prince Zephiel, so I owe you. But why? I told you, I serve Burn. Prince Zephiel is our future, our hope. You saved him when he needed saving, and now I will serve you. I see. I'll take you at your word. Really? Then look for me. I'll be joining you shortly. Okay, so Vida joins, but the Wyvern reinforcements don't. Got it. So we will need to deal with these guys. That's so annoying. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. Okay. I mean, there's plenty of stuff we can do here, right? Like, hell, we can even use Vida against these guys. I don't know if I want to waste the spear, though. That spear is a very valuable item. Can't establish a choke point against Wyvern Riders, though. But we can form a wall. And deal with them on enemy phase. I think that's the easiest way to deal with them. So we're gonna bring Fiora back up. She's done with shopping. Vida, I'm gonna get Vida to hang back. Where's Marcus? We're gonna dance Eliwood so he can get himself out of here. Meanwhile, we'll form a wall. If the wall is gonna be composed of Hector. What do these guys have? Poison weapons. Not a big deal. The wall is going to be made of a Hector. Get Ninian out of here. Low in. And I would like it to be made of Florina, but you know, it'll also be made of Heath. With an Iron Lance. We'll use the Killer Lance here. I think that might be necessary. There's only 2 enemies to worry about here. Although 3 in later bits, but that should be fine. Everyone's, for the most part, healed up. These guys aren't particularly threatening. So I think we are chilling. I probably should have brought Harkin and Hawkeye down, but it's fine. They are going to go after Heath. That makes a lot of sense. 17. Nice crit. Yeah, Heath is starting to come into his own now. Took a little bit. Took a little bit. You're gonna go after Heath as well. No one has hit a poison weapon. No one has hit a poison weapon. At all. Very nice. I've just not seen poison at all this map, despite all the poison weapons. Alright, these wyverns are on their way. And they continue to be on their way. Okay, while we let the wall work, I think we might be able to go... Maybe let some of our other units go deal with these guys, so we don't waste too much time over here. Flynn, maybe? Level 8 already. Not bad. You. Okay. What's your attack? 16 with a steel sword. Yeah, I'm not worried. We'll let Lin deal with that guy. You're not going to attack, I know, because you're the boss. You don't move. This is obviously not a good idea. That's Vita, by the way. Marcus is not a good idea going up there either. Our best bet is going to be Fiora and Canas. So we're going to send Fiora and Canas up there. Because of their absurdly high res. I think it hits on res side. We're really going to find out coming up here if it actually hits on res side or not. I could actually do a dance right now to check. Oh yeah, definitely hits on res side. Look at that. 7 damage. We don't have a great hit rate, admittedly. But we're not particularly threatened. Well, no, we are threatened. 13% crit rate. So 7 times 3 is 21. Does quite a bit of damage, that's for sure. He's a sword master, that's probably why. He has that base level crit right here. Canas might have a hard time then. We'll have to see. Anyone else who can help out is... Okay, Pent has Barrier. That's going to help out immensely. I think that actually might remove the crit concern from Fiora almost entirely. Also, from Canas, too, it would remove it pretty much entirely. Okay, that's definitely something to consider. We're going to retreat the wall slightly. What do you have? You have ranged weaponry? Okay, cool. Good thing I checked. Let's get our weaker units out of here. Oh, that means one of these guys is not going to die this next turn, but that's okay. I think we're safe for the most part. Everyone is right where I want them to be. Okay, we are chilling. We'll end turn here. You're gonna go after Lynn, not a big deal. One shot with the steel sword too. Cool, 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 cool. Oh, you know what, Lynn? Oh, but you know the longbow. The longbow's probably not gonna do a lot of damage. Okay, steel lance. We dodge, and Heath gets another one shot with the killer lance here. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, you go for low in here. 0 damage, 17 hit rate. No worries. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Decent bit of damage, though. I think we should be okay, though. I really hate that these wyverns just keep coming. For, like, what reason? Vida is on our side now. At least there's no more spawning. But this is kind of ridiculous, no? Alright, let's see how Kanas does. Would you look at that? That's a free 16, no? At range, it's a free 16. I see. Yeah, the Lightbrand's calculations are very, very interesting when you're attacking at range. It's not the most effective, gotta say. But what we can do is that's a free 16 damage. With the Silver Lance, we can do 30. With the Killer Lance, we can do 22, with the potential to do even more. So, what is our position here? 9. The Lightbrand at range is really not particularly threatening, but we only do 9. Lynn's not going to be particularly helpful here. We could do 16 twice. That gives us, what, 32 damage? $32 damage brings him down to 20. So Fiora absolutely could take this kill here. If she hits 2 Silver Lance hits. Okay, I'm pretty sure he doesn't move, right? Most bosses on thrones like this do not move. Let me see. Okay. I'm pretty sure he does not move. Okay, okay. Even if he moves, are we that threatened? Yes, potentially, right? Because this is... Oh my god, yeah. Yes, potentially. If I had a second barrier here, that would be really nice. But I don't think he moves. So what we're gonna do here is Luna. It matters not who you are. It's too late. I will avenge my brother's death, one by one. No, it's a misunderstanding, Lloyd. We are not the ones who killed your brother. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, there is a special dialogue Lloyd has with Nino as well. Unfortunately, not going to be seeing it this time around because I'm not using Nino. Is what it is there. I'm realizing that like a Thor's Ire could also help. Or like any of the other, the rings could help here. But, I mean, evidently they're not necessary. Because we just get another Luna hit here for another free 16. What? Never mind, not a free 16. The hit rate's only 40%? How come I didn't see that before? Okay, well, that's annoying, but is what it is. I think we just Killer Lance here, hope for crit, right? Oh, even then, that only does 33 damage. And we can't even crit. Damn, this guy is crazy. What we can do here is actually use a barrier to really, really minimize the damage that we're taking here. I think? Once again, does it hit on red side if I'm up close? It does, okay. I mean, you know what this does? This actually gives us a chance to get a kill with another unit. If we land our hits. That's the problem, if we have to land our hits. Okay. Florina... I know you have decent res, but, you know, we get doubled. No crit chance, though. So this is actually not the worst idea. To get another 11 in? We don't double, though, because we're getting weighed down. $19? Oh, if we can hit this, Lyn might be able to get the kill. Right, because Lyn does... With the longbow, we have a really unfortunate hit rate, though. Marcus is in range. Priscilla is not quite in range. Who are you going to attack? Either Canas or Fiora. Probably Fiora. No damage with no damage there. I really hope he doesn't move. If he moves, I'm kind of not in a good position. I mean, I can always sandwich him in. He can't kill Florina. That's the main thing, is that he can't kill Florina. I'm pretty sure he doesn't move, though, but just to be sure. Just to be sure. Can you kill Lyn? I'm sure he could, right? I mean, he's not outspeeding, which is the good thing. He's not doubling. 29... Probably not gonna kill Lyn. Okay. You know what? Longbow? We might as well go for the shot. And we miss. It is what it is. Okay. Meanwhile, down with the wyverns. Are we all good down here? I think we're all good down here, but I mean, I'd like to kill where we can. I'd like to kill where we can to minimize damage here. So, hand axe with Hector over here. $28. Ooh. Killer Lance guarantee kills here, and we get the crit. Very nice. Okay, we are safe here. That will do it. Magic is good against these wyverns. It's just sometimes it's hard to get magic in where these wyverns are to take them out. Then Lowen. Yeah, Lowen, you're going to be another line of defense here. Okay, we are good. We're good. I think we're good. Yeah, I'm not going to go for supports on this chapter. I'm just not really feeling it. That healing is really annoying. Cool, cool. Heath is putting in a lot of work now. Finally. Took him a bit to get there, but he's there now. 0 damage. Oh, Fiora might just get the kill here. Alright, 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 alright. No more waiting, Linus. I'm coming. Got an Iron Rune, negating enemies' critical attacks. We'll go ahead and send that straight to Merlinus. All right, that's it. Like, okay, cool. It's just these last few wyverns left to deal with. Which should not be at all difficult. We're just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna let them advance once again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I'm just gonna let them advance again. And then we'll deal with them on the run back. Or on the next turn, I should say. On the, Florina got the kill there and is almost level 15 promoted. So she is very, she's stronger. She's stronger than Florina now, level-wise. We get Lynn over there, see if we can get her a little bit more experience as well. Anas, I'm very thankful for your service. Vida can chill, everyone else can chill. I think we're fine. Alright, we just about got this chapter wrapped up. Hell of a chapter. Big map, a lot of enemies, but I think we did pretty solid overall. Yeah, we can let Lynn longbow this guy over here. That 3 range is pretty darn useful. It's one of the big things that differentiates archers, I guess. Defensive stats, nice. That is what she needed after all. And level 11 already. Florina. Do I want her? It's like, oh, she should catch up to Fiora, but it doesn't really matter because they're all such insanely strong units at this point. In fact, you know what? I can just let Priscilla get this kill. Get her some experience as well. I mean, she's a rather competent magic user all around as well, even if she is a little bit slow. Yeah, and And then Heath is, I think, the best option here to take this guy out. Killer Lance. Yeah, we'll just finish it off with a Killer Lance here. And take down the final member of the Black Fang here. And that cleans up this chapter. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Brother. Why? Why did it have to come to this? I don't understand. Lord Athos? When did you arrive? Just now. I warped in, you know. I was watching you in my scrying crystal. The most important thing is that you've made it here. If that's true, why didn't you just magic us here in the first place? What would that have proven? You cannot hope to succeed if you cannot trust your own strength. Your own power must drive you. That is the most important thing. Now then, shall we go? Underground, where Bramamond awaits. Bramamond? One of the 8 legends? Is that who you're talking about? That's right. Of the 8 legends, only Bramamond and myself remain. Your journey here was a bit of a test, I'm afraid. I had to see if you were worthy of wielding a legendary item. Legendary item? That's right. It's a weapon that we, the 8 legends, use to defeat the dragons. With it, you will be able to sever Nergal's power at its roots. A weapon to defeat Nergal. The legendary items are sealed in lands across this continent. The only one capable of removing those seals is Bramamond. Now if only we will be granted this one request. It's so dark. It's creepy. Can't see a thing. Shh! Someone's here. You're Bramamond. Yes, I suppose that is me. What do you want of me, you who live above ground? We have a favor to ask. We seek something to help us defeat Nergal. That is unfortunate. For I cannot grant that which you seek. Humanity would suffer were I to remove the seals. What do you mean? The entire world is on the brink of destruction as it is. The entire world? Why would I care about that? The whole world can burn for all I care. My father, Sky. Your voice. The way you talk. It keeps changing. How many... Bramamond has no self. He, she, it. Yes, it is a mirror that reflects the person addressing it. It projects no personality of its own. There are as many Bramamonds as there are people facing him. Bramamond, do you remember me? Athos. It's been many ages. I cannot fathom why you brought these people here. Why I sealed everything away. Do you forget why? The legendary items are not meant for human hands. But we can't stop Nergal like this. We need your power to help us save the world. Bramamond, remember, we too are human. These people, they will not be seduced by power. They came here without my aid, using their own abilities. You observed them, did you not? It's true. They seem better, stronger than most humans. And yet, humans are frail. What guarantee do I have that they will not succumb to that frailty, Athos? Guarantee? There is none. We simply ask that you believe in us. Once, there was a man much like you. His gaze never wandered. It was ever fixed straight ahead. Seals have been released. You may now do as you please. I'm tired. You will let me rest. Ah, it's good to breathe the outside air again. Ramamond is certainly a mysterious figure. I wonder what convinced him to release the seals. Interesting that. I believe it was darkness. A completely impenetrable darkness. The nature of which is beyond the comprehension of normal men. Regardless, you must hurry. The seals have been broken. Nergal has surely sensed this already. You must get to the Blazing Blade as soon as possible. How unfortunate. You're too late. Ah! Uh-oh. Is that him? Nergal! At last my power is restored. Come, Ninian, Nils, this way. Open the Dragon's Gate for me. No! You mustn't go, neither of you. Would you like to see my powers here and now? You may choose, Ninian. Obey me, or... If I go with you, will you let my brother go? Ninian? One of you should prove sufficient. As you wish. No. No, Ninian, why? Look after Lord Eliwood. Uh-oh. Ninian! Ninian, you must not! The gate will open and I will gain unlimited power. Ninian! Don't move! Nergal! No! Get down! Both of you! Oh man, really? Just like that? Are you awake, Eliwood? Where? Camp. You and Nils were both knocked unconscious by Nergal's parting gift. Do you remember? His power. It's so much more than before. If Lord Athos hadn't erected a barrier when he did, we would have lost both you and Nils. If he truly wished to kill you, even my power could not have saved you. Ninian, to protect us, she... Even if you catch him, you cannot defeat him. Not as you are. If you wish to save the girl Ninian, the power to topple Nergal lies within the sacred weapon. Do you understand, Eliwood? Yes, I know what I must do. You must go to Ostia and take possession of Roland's blade. But before you go, take this, Eliwood. It's a... That's right, it's a heaven seal. I'm sorry, Lord Athos. These seals, they do not find me worthy. Trust me, take it, and hold it in your hands. Very well. It's... And Eliwood finally gets his promotion. Would you look at that? Lord Athos. As I thought, it finds you suitable. This is incredible. My body is overflowing with power. Way to go, Eliwood. Let's go. We have to get that weapon. We will defeat Nergal and rescue Ninian. Awesome. So, just like that, Seal's unlocked, Nergal's back, but Eliwood gets his promotion, and we have our next goal. So, thanks for joining me on this wild ride of a chapter, and I'll see you next time.